The college basketball experience pregame show for Tuesday night, November 12th edition of the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Use its sign-up code TCE SGPN to claim your special pick and first-time deposit up to 50% bonus in cash. That is the Underdog Fantasy promo code TCE SGPN. And we're also brought to you by Rhythm. Start crushing NFL, college football, college basketball today. Get your 7-day free trial today by going over to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. That is the sportsgamblingpodcast.com/RITHMM today. Welcome, everybody, into the college basketball experience pregame show, baby. Tuesday, November the 12th, Champions Classic is here, and we got too many buttons on this damn screen. I'm trying to navigate my way through it, get the thumbnail off it, get the music stopped and all that, but hey, that's why we're here, baby. Let's get into it. We got games tipping. Well, we already got games. We got the Philly 5 tipped off, Villanova St. Joe's 37-36 at half. And there's been multiple dust-ups, which I strongly encourage in rivalry games. So if you ain't fighting, man, it ain't a rivalry. So I encourage that. We got games tipping off here in a half hour. The Jayhawks and the Tom Izzo is Sparty guys over there from East Lansing are going to tip off in Atlanta. Also, we got tipping off here at 6:30 Eastern. We got Hampton Providence. We got Cornell LaSalle. And then we got a bunch of games at 7 o'clock. But first, let's introduce the crew tonight. I am Moneyline Mac, a.k.a. the former video coordinator for Bob Huggins and Frank Martin. You can really get the cup right up in the screen or when we go 3 across the board. It's like
I'm always afraid to get the logo in the screen, so I try to cover it when I do.
Exactly. But let's
promos.
Let's introduce the 2 other guys. First up, he's got his political shirt over there, the purple shirt. He's got Tyrone Bigham's 20. That's 4 years ago. He is the Big 12 guru, a.k.a. the Green Mow and Weed Growing Troy Chewning. Troy, I know I just saw you over there at the Big 12 Experience. How you doing?
Still pretty good. Had enough time to run and put my dinner in the oven, and hopefully we get through the pregame show and all that. Getting a lot of hate from the guys that I thought that were my boys on Twitter and in the chat now. So I guess I've become a fade candidate now.
There you go. Hey, target on the back. You got to say, fuck the haters.
We perform our best when we get backed into a corner, so.
Foxhole bets, baby, all day. Third man in the booth, you guys know him from over there at SGPN. He's writing daily articles on Underdog, absolutely killing it. And he's on the pregame show every other night with Troy and myself. He is Matthew Duwaskin, a.k.a. Cannabis Capper. Cap, what's up, bro?
Matt, good to be back. Good to see you. This slate is absolute fire. Fired up for this. Let's fucking go.
I know, man. This one's got a different pep in the step.
It really does.
Yeah, like Friday was good, but this one I feel like it's got a little more juice, and not just because of the Champions Classic. Colby hit the nail on the head, man. The little brother angles on this card tonight, is off the chart. There was 15 to 20 games that we locked up, or just little brother, lock it up, and I was like, God damn. All right, you got to call the locksmith. I got 32 locks already. We're not even at the 10 o'clock window yet. But anyway.
Yeah, but when you find a system, you got to stick to it. You can't just deviate from the system once you get going.
Exactly. You got to play the percentages, 55 to 60%. Hit the little brother angles. But let's get into this one real quick, and we'll talk the headline game here in a minute. Reminder, chat, that throw a game in the chat you want us to talk about that you don't see on the left-hand side. I think, left-hand side. We will get to that. Yeah, the Troy side of the screen, and we'll throw that on there at the end, and we'll run through some rapid-fire games at the end and give out some picks, give out a moneyline parlay, give out an underdog entry, and all that good stuff. But first, let's kick it off, and let's preview the Hampton Pirates and the Providence Friars. This game tipping off here just shortly over on FS1, I believe. Mm-hmm. If I can navigate, I'm telling you, we got too many damn buttons on this thing. There we go. Technology, not my friend. All right. Providence is laying. It was 22.5 last night. What is it up to now? It's at 22.
Yeah.
This one's simple. I will not lay 22 points with Providence until I see Bryce Hopkins come back, and I don't really want to lay any points with the Big East altogether. So I'll take the points with Hampton, even though they aren't very good. Does anybody else have a stronger play on this game? These Big East teams have sucked.
These Big East teams have sucked. Only problem is we just saw Hampton get destroyed by GW.
That's the play.
That's embarrassing.
Hampton team total under 57.5.
That's the play.
I don't know. I don't want to lay the big number with Providence, but I wouldn't be surprised if they were able to cover this just because Hampton kind of stinks. I just like the team total on Hampton going under 57.5.
Okay.
That's legit. Yeah.
Simple.
Cosign.
Yeah. We don't need to spend more than.
No, we really don't.
Fade me,
where'd it go? Yeah, that's what I think of this game. Well, let's end the show. We're ending the show. See you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. All right, let's talk a real game here. Tip it off in 17 minutes. We got Sparty. We got the Jayhawks. We got Kansas currently laying at 6.5. I know it's been bouncing around 5.5, 6.5. I locked it last night at 5.5, and I still like it at 6.5. I think the Jayhawks, much deeper, more size, more experience. Coaching, I would say they have the coaching advantage too. I know Izzo's great, but Bill Self's record in this Champions Classic is off the chart, including 3 straight over Sparty. I'm on the Jayhawks, man. They didn't play well Friday night. I think Self got his team's focus here. I like them in a big way to be locked in defensively and take a step. So give me the Jayhawks to win by double digits here. Troy, how about you?
I'm gonna lay it with Kansas. I know I brought this up on the show we just did, but I feel like the best handicap to this is Kansas got AJ Storr, who really knows Michigan State, and that can probably help out everybody else on the team quite a bit. They don't like to shoot threes. That interior Kansas defense is pretty dang good. They've got, KJ Adams is just super duper physical, probably invited to run back and forth with one another. I think Kansas covers this.
Fair enough. I mean, if you're going to give AJ Storr credit there, you should also give Dickinson a bit of credit as well. No.
He does Sparty too. Good point.
Yeah, he knows Sparty real well.
And it worked last year.
Yeah. Remember when Noah said it last year? He's like, Kansas and I know Dick. Remember what he said?
Yeah. You may know Kansas, but I know. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, you're not catching me repeating that. But yeah, no, I definitely remember that line. That was
an all time. That and him falling asleep.
That was an all. Yeah, that and him falling asleep were definitely 2 of the highlights from last year. No, cosign everything you guys said is totally on point with this one. Yeah, just. Kansas is just they're just so much deeper, so much more experience. This isn't the same Michigan State team that was in the tournament last year. It really isn't. It's not nearly as deep, not nearly as experienced. Yeah, lock up. If you can get it at 5.5, lock it up. If you can get it at 6.5, take it. I'm kind of curious about AJ Storr points tonight, though, as a prop. Okay. I'm thinking about doing a little ladder. 15 is plus 155.
Okay. Cap, I was going to ask you, Troy and I talked about it.
Sure.
We both agree. We like to fade Izzo in November.
Yeah.
Izzo gets the reputation of Izzo as a dog, but that's more of a March thing.
Yeah,
man.
not until March. Not until tournament time. Do you want Izzo as a dog?
Yeah. So.
I do think TVDBJ is right. Like, if you are going to play Michigan State in this game, just go ahead and play it outright and hope they win.
It's a good call. Yeah,
it is plus 220. Now, I will say, everybody in America is going to have a Kansas money line, Duke money line parlay. It's sitting at like minus 105. One of them is losing. One of them, that parlay is getting busted on one of them. I think it's the other game, sneak peek. It's but yeah, it's I was laughing when I saw that was minus 105, and I was like, oh man, this is the everybody's going to be cooked up.
That's the public side. Yeah, that's going to get wrecked.
That's a public parlay and a half tonight. So yeah, it's one of them will win outright. I think all three of us are going to be on the other one, and then this one we think goes a little chalky here in the early slate. I'll tell you what's not chalky. Well, first we got to talk about ourselves because we're absolutely fantastic on this show. You guys tune in to listen to us blab about a bunch of nothing and talk shit and have a couple drinks and yell at Noah and watch Colby talk about monkeys. So help us help you by getting over there to the College Basketball Experience, leaving a 5-star review over at Spotify. We want to keep climbing these ranks, baby, and become number one and break down the walls between us and corporate gambling. So get on over there and make sure you download the SGPN app that gives you access to all the podcasts on all the platform, including the picks page that I spent a lot of time on. So you better check out that damn picks page. Me and my beautiful graphics that I tweet out every single night after the show. I don't see anybody else doing that shit. So help us help you. Get on over there. Download the SGP app in the App Store today. And guys, I think this is a perfect time to get us paid again because Underdog Fantasy is the next ad read. And Underdog is obviously a proud sponsor on this show. We do a lot of business with them. We love them. Everybody I know in the chat loves using their platform as well. Use our sign-up code right above Troy's head, TCE SGPN, to claim your special pick and first time deposit. Offer up to $1,000 in bonus cash. Let's do a little rapid fire. Man, I thought we had it last night, and then fucking Kaufman sold for us.
He did. I had him in a lot of places that hurt me, but
he had a pretty good game too.
I know. But Harris came through for. Harris got like 2 rebounds in the first 5 minutes, and then got the sweat for the rest of the game. He never got the third one, so that came through at least halfway.
There you go. We'll let Troy lead it off because Troy was hot last night. Troy, keep the Underdog Plays rolling, baby.
Well, I gave this one out earlier, but I like it a lot. Darius Johnson from UCF, lower on his 16.5 points.
It's a great call.
Darius Johnson.
Just a little bit too high of a number for me to not take the lower on.
It is a little bit too high for him.
Okay. Cap, to you, my friend.
Okay. Believe it or not, I had an article go up this afternoon with 3 Underdog Fantasy plays. Can be found on sportsgamblingpodcast.com. The play I like, I'm going to take you to South Carolina. They've got a big man by the name of Nick Pringle.
Yeah.
Rebounds plus assists was only at 5.5 for him. He should clear that on
rebounds only.
He should clear that on rebounds only. I don't, the assist is just gravy as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, you can get that at 5.5 for him.
I like it. All right, so rebounds and assists higher than 5.5. Troy, back to you for the third leg.
I saw this one and was kind of surprised, but Cooper Flagg higher than 7.5 rebounds.
It's not bad.
Higher than 7.5 rebounds. Okay. I like that you didn't take his points because I feel like everybody wants to take his points tonight. Cap, to you for the fourth leg, and let's get a 12-1 out there for everybody.
Okay. The one I like, the play I like best is, I'm going to take you back to Duke. Tyrese Proctor points. It's at 9.5. He's gone over in each of his first 2 games. I think he goes over in the third. Give me Tyrese Proctor over 9.5 points. Or sorry, higher than. I did it again. I'm gonna get a beating for that one.
At least you didn't say the L word. So
I
get on over there.
The L word.
Get on over there, everybody. Use that promo code, everybody. TCE SGPN right above Troy's head. Darius Johnson of UCF lower than 16.5 points. Nick Pringle at South Kakalaka higher than 5.5 rebounds and assists combined. Cooper Flagg higher than 7.5 rebounds, and Tyrese Proctor higher than 9.5 points. That is the Underdog Fantasy promo code TCESGPN. All right, speaking of little brothers, man, this is a fucking good game too. Northwestern, UIC, Northwestern off the loss on Saturday night. I actually was impressed with Northwestern. They were shorthanded. They went to Dayton. They led for about 30 minutes of that game before running out of gas. They're back at home laying 15. UIC has actually looked all right under Robert Eschen. They won their first big-time game against Yale by double digits at home. I'll take the points. How about you guys?
I know UIC is not great. They have looked okay, but I think this number is a little too big for how slow the game's going to be.
Yep.
I like the under 142.5 on the game total.
That's legit. Okay, UIC, they beat Yale.
Yeah, by double digits, man.
Yeah, by 12 points. That's and now they have another egghead school in Northwestern. Come on, give me the city kids. I'll take UIC plus the points. Let's go.
I like it. This could be. I could add this to my card. You know me. I always like to add 2 or 3 from the pregame show. I went 2-0 last night. Thank God, because I was awful the rest of my card. But those 2 that I added, E-Dub, and then what was the other one we added? E-Dub, and there was another dog that hit for us.
Jacksonville? No.
Oh, Greensboro. You're right.
Yeah, by the hook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That had a little fishiness to it. SMU gave up missed free throws at the end and then gave up a layup cover all day, maybe. But yeah, let's go UIC, the Flames. All right. We have a lock battle here on the show last night at 11.5. So don't let Colby try and finagle you guys into saying he got 14.5. It was 11.5 last night when we called. I took Georgia laying the 11.5. The shit's up to 14.5.
Oh, come on.
I told Colby, I pumped up UNF. I had Matt Drexel on my show in on the Summer Coaches Tour. I love their program. I gave them Team of the Week nationally, but so did everybody else. Georgia's going to drill them tonight. This is handicapping 101.
You think they score a lot here?
Give me UNF plus the points.
Oh, you're buying the dog, can't get enough of the
They've looked good. These aren't like fluky wins. These are like real wins that they've got.
Can they win 3 bye games though? Or can they? I guess they don't have to win.
They don't need to win. They need to cover, Mac.
I feel like they're gonna run. This is when they run out of gas and the game gets away from them in the second half. And Georgia's not going to sleepwalk this game.
I think both teams are good enough that they score quite a bit here.
I could see scoring in this too, yeah.
158.5.
So what kind of final would we need? We need say 82. No, it'd be higher. It'd be like 84. 84.75. Is that get you home? It gets 84.75 gets you home.
Gets you home. I could see like 90 to 80 though.
So you're on the Ospreys too?
If I had to teeter, yes, I would take the points here.
Okay. Ospreys team total is only 71.5.
Maybe over that one too.
I'm going that. I'm locking that up right now. That's one of my favorite bets tonight.
Oh man, we're head to head on that one. So we'll get a little bragging rights, me versus you and Colby, and it looks like the chat likes North Florida too. So might be a little Kirby Smart dog spot. Hopefully, if Georgia loses, their fucking players aren't dancing with the other fans like that fucking football player. What an idiot! That's exactly what Kirby Smart said too in the press conference.
Kirby Smart got more angry about a guy dancing with the other team than dudes driving 130 miles an hour and smashing cars into poles.
But in fairness to Kirby, how dumb is that fucking player? Like, what are you doing? You just lost. They stormed the field on you, and you're dancing with Ole Miss. Wow, times have changed. All right, another team that got a bye game win already this year. That's EKU. The Colonels are going to Clemson. Clemson's laying 22 now.
Points.
What was it? Do you remember what it was last night? It's gone
20
up,
and a
right?
half. I laid it with Clemson. I have a bad feeling about this.
So do I.
I think Colby locked it. I think Colby's stepping into it. But Colby does do, if he hits on a money line dog, he's going to take him the next. Whoops, I almost knocked over my microphone. He's going to take him the next 3 to 4 games. So I think he's thinking with his heart here. I think Clemson drills him.
I think so too. Yeah,
I'm thinking with my heart here. Richmond, Kentucky is a special place in my heart, and
what's that?
been to the original KFC there. Gotten drunk at the bowling alley in Richmond, which is like one of the best bars to go to because it's Richmond, Kentucky. So I'm going to take the points with the Colonels.
Okay, there you go.
I'm too drunk to taste this chicken.
Clemson drills these teams. I'll lay it.
They got them in Georgia got some front runner in them. They beat up on the shit teams.
Well, it's too bad. Florida's. I'm sorry, Georgia's isn't playing a shit team. They're playing the mighty Ospreys.
Oh, it's very true. I can't talk shit about my Ospreys. Let's take a look at the chat real quick. Couple games they're asking about. Elliot Bradley is not minus 23. So
no, he corrected it.
He corrected him. It's minus 12. Yeah, he caught himself.
I was like, God damn, that was 11 last night. I've never.
He corrected it. He's got the Freddy's frozen custard and steak burgers grease all over his fingers when he's trying to type.
Okay, I
TSA.
like I laid it with Bradley in a big way.
I can't.
They may cover that 23.
I'm not. Yeah, they may. I'm not talking about. UTSA is not a great program. No, thank you.
Yeah. Troy, anything on that?
I was gonna say I saw somebody ask about Towson in South Carolina.
That was up next for me.
I was gonna say, how do we feel about that one?
I think Towson's live.
I think Towson's live too, and I locked up the money line last night.
What was that spread at last night?
7.5. It's 8 now, so it's 7.5.
Up a little bit.
It's gone.
Yeah,
it went 7.5 to 8.5, then back to 8. So it's like it's teetering.
I thought I saw.
Yeah, diversify that one. Take the points and take the money line together.
Yeah,
plus 280. Okay. I just don't think South Carolina's that good.
No,
they weren't that good last year. They just won all those close games. Now they lost their whole team, and yeah,
it's a transfer portal team that really isn't that great of a roster. It's it's an okay roster for the SEC. It's a mid roster for the SEC. I feel. Yep. Thank you.
I don't know if you've seen this one. This line has been steaming down. I locked Cornell plus 4.5 last night. It's down to 2. So I'm fucked. I'm definitely going to lose this one because every time I have 2 to 3 points of line move in my favor, I always lose. That's been a nice trend to start the year. So I like Cornell. I love Dunphy, but 3 straight games is a favorite. I think they're due for a loss here, and I like what I've seen out of Cornell. The continuity of the program, promoting within. I like the Big Red here to get it done outright.
Good to yeah. Plus 110 on the money line. Yeah, it's not as good as it was last night, but yeah, not bad.
Troy, anything on that?
I mean, I feel like if you're going to play anything, it is a Cornell money line play. Yeah. I think I could get behind that one.
Any takers on Incarnate Word and Prairie? Incarnate Word's not even laying 9.5. Mitchell Chagas. It's they're laying 12 now. Who's betting Incarnate Word?
Sharps are hammering that.
I don't even have a
lineup. They like some IDub in their life.
I don't even have this in the book. Who are they playing?
They're playing Prairie View.
Here. Okay. I'm minus 12.
I would take Incarnate Word.
I take the under in this one. I feel like.
Yeah. Makes me feel bad about laying 11.5 or 12, but
154. Yeah. That seems beefy for this game for these two teams.
I feel like everybody that did get him at 9.5, this one feels like a good line movement. I don't know if this one's going to be the fade the line movement.
Rob, you're screwed. Prairie View is going to win outright. If you get a nice line move in your favor, it's an automatic loss. It's an automatic loss this year. Pacific last night, guys. Oh, we were all happy and fat that we got 5.5. They fucking lost by 10. Bunch of jackasses.
Yeah, that game got out of control towards the end.
Oh, dude, how many layups did they miss? That was ridiculous.
All of them.
Oh, I'm still just so pissed off at that. All right, let's throw a couple more in there. High Point Central, this one is steamed up. I know High Point is laying 16.5 now. Shout out to Lante. He's at that game from SGPN. I laid it at 13.5, so yeah, I'm screwed because I got 3 points of value. I still lay it at 16.5. I think it's telling. Central's played a bunch of road games. They're tired, and High Point is a wagon at them.
Yeah, the team. High Point team total on this one is kind of interesting to me. Let's see what we got here. High Point team total 88. I'll take it. I think they get 90.
I would at least see the team total at 88 and lay the 16.5 pretty easily.
Yeah.
Okay. We got a couple more that we'll come to at the end of the show. I got you guys start up here. Hopefully I don't lose the stars. Because you know me and my technology. Next up on the slate, let's get back into the lineup on the left-hand side. FAU, UCF. Let's check the injury report, and I can do it when I just see what the line movement is. Florida Atlantic, Central Florida.
This is a banger of a game, too.
It's a great game. Why can I not find Central Florida? Did they take it off? 4.5. So that tells me probably Sellers and Mikey Williams aren't going to play. I'm on FAU. I know it's 5.5 last night. I like it at 4.5 still. I think FAU may win the game outright. I think it's a one-possession, hell of a regionality, little brother Florida game. Let's go.
Yeah, cosign. FAU is a lot better than I thought they would be after they got rated.
Jacobs is a good coach.
Yeah, he's really got that team playing well together. But you know, I caught a bit of I cannot remember the whoever they played last. I caught a bit of that game. They look solid.
Indiana State. They beat the fuck out of them. They beat
right.
them by like 30.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I think they might be live outright.
FAU is pretty good at covering this 4.5 to 5.5 number on the road, 11 straight. I want that hook in my favor with it going from 5.5 to 4.5. I could almost see this one being the hook. I know I said on the show earlier, like 79-75. Maybe UCF makes a couple free throws at the end to make it 4, but.
Did you say they've covered 11 straight as a dog on the road?
They've covered the 5.5 and 11 straight on the road. When I was looking at it kind of this morning before it moved to the 4.5, I know there's probably a little bit of a difference with that whole point, but I still think I want that hook.
Okay.
Money line. Let's go.
I like it.
You only live once.
I'll tell you what.
You only YOLO once.
St. Joe's just opened up a 9-point lead, so Villanova fans might be jumping off a bridge if this thing does not turn around for them. And Kyle Neptune could potentially have 2 losses as of November 12th already. So, and another Philly 5 loss if they don't come back. How many Philly 5 games has he lost so far? He lost like 3 last year.
That's what it seemed like. Yeah, he's lost for a bit.
Wow. Unbelievable. Plenty of game left, but yeah, you know, it's getting tight there early. In Philly 4, if you are a fan of the Villanova Wildcats. So next up, what game is this? Who is GT and TSU?
Texas Southern and Georgia Tech.
Why is this on there?
That's a good question.
Here, rapid fire. Let's move along. Lay it.
Yeah, I lay it here. I think they pull away.
Yeah, I don't. There's not a whole lot of handicap on this. It's just not, Texas Southern's a poverty team on the road. No, thank you.
Yeah, but I hate laying it with Georgia Tech. Stoudemire's terrible as a favorite, but you gotta lay it.
No.
All right, let's get into this one, Troy. This is your team, Baylor, first home game. This lines up to 16, taking on Sam Houston. I like Sam Houston, but I don't like the spot for him. I laid it with Baylor. I think Baylor found something defensively going to that zone. I think that it's going to be a breath of fresh air coming back home here. Sam Houston off the big blowout road win. I think the wheels fall off here. Give me Baylor by 20.
Baylor smash.
Yeah, the only thing I was worried about on this one was the 2 big games, and then coming into this one, is this a exhale game? Is this a start slow and then maybe pull away at the end kind of game?
It's possible.
Yeah.
Because the 9.5 is the first half line for Sam Houston. I feel like an 8 or 9 point halftime game or something like that. And then, maybe they pull away and win by 18 or something like that. But I feel like coming off those two big games, there might be a little bit of time to adjust. It does kind of scare me that they could go to the zone early and maybe Sam Houston's bricking and it just kind of dominoes from there. But I don't know. This just seems like it's not a complete letdown spot, but they're not going to be nearly as excited as they were for those first two matchups. Not that it helped against Gonzaga, but
Yeah. All right, so we're all on Baylor. Not strong conviction from Troy.
Little teeter from Troy on that one.
Yeah. Seesawed.
Shout out.
Lean both ways.
How about Chad?
It's not a lean.
Sorry, Chad G. We didn't give you an in-depth analysis on Texas Southern and Georgia Tech. Let's get into this game. Kentucky Duke. Great game here. This game is obviously got a lot of hype. Mark Pope, year 1. John Shire, year 3. Cooper Flagg and all that. This Kentucky transfer portal team. Lines at 5.5 here. Plus 185 on the money line. I got the game on right now in the background. There are not a lot of people at this Kansas Sparty game. That thing is going to be a Kentucky home game here in about 2 hours. I like Kentucky outright. I think the experience, they're able to put these Duke bigs and ball screens, and I think Kentucky makes shots, man. I like the spacing. I like Mark Pope, too. I liked what he did at BYU, and think I'm getting the better coach as a dog here, and I'm getting the older team. So give me Kentucky and Catlanta over the Dukies.
Cosign. It's the McDonald's All-Americans versus the veteran college basketball players. Give me the vets every time, especially in November.
It's ironic that Kentucky's the veterans now.
Yeah,
and Duke
is. Yeah, that's unusual.
Yeah. It's completely flipped.
I don't think either one of these teams is polished enough that you could lay 5.5, even if Kentucky had looked super awesome and was favored in this game or something. This early in the season. And I do think that you got to just take the money line with Kentucky and hope they win this outright. And because of that, we really want them to win outright. Maybe they can even win this game by 6 or 8 points because they get Lipscomb next, and we need them to bump that Lipscomb line up so we can hammer Lipscomb.
Yes.
I do like the over 159.5 in this one. I think you've got, the younger All-Americans that are going to want to run, and you've got the vets that know where to take advantage. And I don't know if we see a bunch of lockdown defense coming right out of the gate here this early in the season.
It's actually come down a little. It was like at 161, 160.5 last night.
Yeah, I saw it at 161, and I'll take those 1.5 of value.
Yeah. Closing line value. Hey, sharps only on this show.
You're fucked if you have closing line value. Don't you know the trend? Shout out to the 90+ watching. They're actually 285. Yeah, I can't even do math. Make sure you like
button. Like button.
Let's
Smash
go.
It, please. Likes, please.
Smash that shit. Final one. Portland, Oregon. Beanick loves just throwing these random ass games on here. I will take the points. No strong conviction here. I'll take the points with the Pilots.
It's a matter of national security. Sorry, go ahead, Troy.
The only thing that worried me at all about Oregon so far is they've been pretty pedestrian at the free throw line, but I feel like they should still cover this game.
Okay.
Definitely not a strong conviction. This isn't even a teeter. This is just kind of I'll probably be asleep by the time second half starts in this one. So
26.5 is the line.
There'll be a lot of people asleep for this fucking game. Not me, because I got the show, post-game show.
I'll take Portland plus the 26.5. I don't feel strongly about it. I'm not the L wording, but yeah, it's just too many points for a big brother little brother game. It really is.
I need to get a double styrofoam cup to drink out of on the show.
Let's fire through
just
some
for my lean.
Their chat's alive and well. I got a bunch start here. Let's rapid fire here. Norfolk, Bill Mary laying 2.5. I like William and Mary here. I like the situational spot. Norfolk off the Super Bowl win against JMU. Troy, how about you?
William and Larry. I don't know. Norfolk State has the best chant in all of college sports. We don't drink, we don't smoke, Norfolk. And that's my handicap on this one. I'll take the points.
I'll take Bob and Mary. Thank you very much.
Bob and Mary. Guillermo and Larry. We used to call it Guillermo and Larry here in Northern Virginia.
The toothpaste has been a pain in the ass for the Orange men. What's this line at right now?
It's not the same toothpaste though. They moved the factory.
But Syracuse sucks.
11.5.
I have to take it out of principle. Toothpaste gets it done. 11.5.
Trash game. You've got Colgate that I think is down. You've got Syracuse that I think is down.
Yeah.
I guess in that case, give me the points, but not a fan of this one. It's the knockoff brand. It's not the real Colgate.
You know the real handicap though when it comes to the toothpaste, Mac, is the worst thing that you can have after you brush your teeth is usually orange juice. That's the thing that everybody bitches about. Like the toothpaste changes the flavor of the most. So the toothpaste fucks with the orange. I'll take the points.
You want to go to a plus 300?
Capper looked at me like he's never heard about that before. You don't know about the whole like brush your teeth and then try to drink like acidic orange juice right afterwards?
I've never done that. No.
Good, don't.
Plus 300 on the money line right here. Lehigh 0-2 going to 3-0 Columbia. Lehigh's not bad. They were competitive with Georgetown the other night. Columbia feeling themselves 3-0. Is Villanova even good? Is that even a good win anymore? Give me Lehigh to get it done outright. I'll take the 8.5 as well. Over Columbia. Come on, this is a fucking Ivy League.
Yeah, I feel good about the 8.5. I don't know about the straight money line play, but it's probably worth a bit of a sprinkle.
Yeah, if you're taking the points, take the money line. Why not?
Speaking of live dogs, I like Edwardsville. I know we've had a couple people ask about Edwardsville. Dude, all right, so this line's actually come down. I got an 8.5 last night on the show when Colby and I did it. Down to 6.5. This is just a reputation line. Like Indiana State's not the same team from last year, guys.
No,
I like Edwardsville live in this game. You guys?
We've seen Indiana State get smashed by Florida Atlantic and smash someone called Eureka. Yeah, give me the points. Let's go.
The angles make too much sense tonight. I'm a little worried that we're
seeing it too well.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know. I feel like there's so many overreactions on the board tonight. This is another one. Fairfield's only laying 1 against New Hampshire.
New Hampshire's awful.
Yeah. Fairfield lock.
Easy.
Me and Colby did that last night. Did this line move? I'm not seeing it over there at VSiN right now.
I don't know.
Troy, what do you think? You like the best team in Connecticut?
Yeah, I mean,
same. At one, I would just play the. I would always just play the money line here and eat a little bit of juice just in case they win this game by 1 point exactly.
Which yeah, it's at 1.5. Yeah, take that. Fairfield gets that done.
You know which one I really like tonight is laying 13.5 with Purdue Fort Wayne against Bethune-Cookman.
Bethune's a super team.
Yeah.
I like that too. Colby and I went head to head on that one. I like Fort Wayne. I hate Bethune. He loves Bethune and Pine Bluff every fucking year. And those teams blow. I tell him that. I go, you just are going because you like their name or something. Rob asked, did we talk Iona, Delaware? We did not. I laid it with Tobin in Iona. I think Iona's good.
I looked that up last night. Yeah, that's a good call. Yeah.
Troy, you like Iona?
Iona's also going to get West Virginia, aren't they?
No, we don't.
I do like Iona here.
Yeah. All right. So, all right. This one's definitely going to hit because the line has moved against us. This is a Temple game, guys.
I struggled with this one.
I have Drexel plus 7.5 in my pocket, so this is a bad number. They're getting 11.
Temple's going to win by 20.
But
you can't trust Temple though.
I know this. The shady Temple Owls are moving a line. By
wait, why did that line? Wait. So the line moved against. So they need more points. So they need a bigger cushion to shave.
I know. They're laying 11 now. Temple.
Yeah. So
I still like Drexel, little brother.
Yeah, so all the Temple players and boosters took them at 7.5, and now that they're laying 11, they won't cover all that, but they'll win by like 8 or 9.
They'll come in on the other side.
Yeah, they'll bet both sides.
Drexel, yeah.
And shave it, miss a couple of free throws, and only win by 9.
Yeah.
So
get that 11.
Win both tickets.
Temple's like the James Franklin of college basketball.
Great comparison, Troy. Navy's laying 5.5 against Ryder. I laid it with Navy. How about you guys? I don't think Ryder.
Navy feels like a lock.
Colby likes Navy a lot. That's one of his favorite ones.
It's a good team. Yeah. No, I don't feel strongly, but yeah, I'm not gonna. No leans. If I had to give it out, I'd give it out Navy.
Did you guys say if you like Bethune or Fort Wayne?
How many points for Bethune?
14. Lay it.
14 and the super team together.
Lay that shit.
Give me Bethune.
Oh, this is one of my favorite games on the slate.
Oh,
Belmont, Lipscomb. This should be on the ticker.
It really should. Like, yeah, we're talking about Georgia Tech and Texas Southern when this is on there.
Lipscomb's laying 6.5. Belmont's one of my favorite plays.
Too many points. I like Lipscomb, but too many points.
Yeah, this rivalry in battle. Casey Alexander, familiar with Lipscomb. He coached there. This game always comes right down to the wire. So I think Belmont's actually live at what? Plus 235 on the money line. They're off a loss, too. A game at the buzzer. So one of my favorite things to do is take a team on the road as a dog after they just lost at home as a favorite. I think you get a nice pop-up spot back against the wall, foxhole spot. So I think this is it for Belmont tonight. I like them a lot against Lipscomb.
Right on. Yeah, cosign.
Troy?
I really like Lipscomb as a team, but 6.5 just seems like it's almost 3 points too much.
Yeah, it does. If this is like a 2.5 or 3 point game, I would probably be on Lipscomb. But the fact that it's you're getting like that extra possession, it makes me want to take Belmont 100%.
I would take the points. I think.
Yeah, this is gonna be a close game either way.
2 more right here. Robert, Chicago State. No, I laid it with Texas.
They're gonna. Yeah, I'm sorry. They're gonna lose. Yeah, they're gonna lose by 40. I'm sorry. It's the Chicago State World Tour. They always all they do is lose.
What are your guys' thoughts on Radford versus Old Dominion? Oh, hey, Villanova just cut it to 1. A little 10-9-0 spurt here. Timeout St. Joe's, 8 minutes. Here we go.
Line came down a little bit. I saw 4.5. Old Dominion was plus 4.5 last night. It's down to 3.
Yeah, I think I like ODU. They're off a 60-point loss. You have some pride.
Give me Radford.
Yeah, they're off a 60-point loss because they suck, and Radford's laying 3.5 at home. I'll lay that.
Give me Radford at home. I'll lay the 3.
Okay.
Radford wins by 4.
Fair. I hope you're right. I like Radford. My guy Darius Nichols. Best bets. You lead it off first, Troy, with your favorite play of the evening.
Fuck you guys. Purdue Fort Wayne minus 13.5.
Fairfield money line. Let's go. Let's get it done.
Well, I think last time I gave out Kansas, Kentucky, and Belmont. So I'll say Belmont for the ones we covered.
Nice.
Any other ones? Second best bet for you, Troy?
I mean, I really like that 159.5 and the Kentucky Duke game going over.
Yeah.
And I really like that Hampton team total under 57.5. It seems like that's going to be impossible for them to get to that.
Also, in Kentucky team total over.
Yeah.
If you think that's going over, the Kentucky team total has to.
Okay. For our favorite segment, the Moneyline Parlay, 3 dogs. We each get 1. Cap, you did the honors. We were close on a couple the other night. They just sold it in the second. That's the problem with these dogs, man. Sometimes they sell in the second half. Who's your favorite dog on the card?
I really like Florida Atlantic.
Okay, let's plug that in. Where's that?
It's only plus 164, so it's a little yapper. It's not a big dog, but I think it's one of the best dogs on the card tonight.
Troy, who's your favorite dog?
I don't know if you'll be able to plug it in because it's a Virginia matchup, but Norfolk State on the road at William & Mary.
Norfolk State, I can find them. I can get creative. Norfolk State, they're getting 2.5. So that's plus 125 is what I see for mine. What do I want to do?
What about Towson?
I've thought about Towson, but here, I'll give you another one that I don't think anybody's talking about. I like Belmont, but I said that on I could see them losing by like one possession. I like Illinois State at home against Ohio. The Redbirds.
I could see it. Yeah. We're not.
Plus 125. So we got
2.5, right?
Huh?
Ohio's only favored by 2.5.
Yeah. Yeah, that's too much of a little yapper. I got to get a bigger one here. Come on. I can't be a coward my whole life.
Fuck Kentucky.
Kentucky.
Kentucky. What am I doing? 16-1. 16-1. FAU, Norfolk State, and the Wildcats of Kentucky. Get on over there. That's our Moneyline Parlay. And, guys, another good show. Any last thoughts before we get up on out of here? Sparty leads 10-8. Cornell's up early.
Thanks, Clark, for the update. Hampton's got 4 points, 9 minutes into the game.
They've got 12 points total in that one.
Yeah, it's crushing
the game.
And B-Nick put it on the ticker.
It's free money sometimes, though.
I guess.
Shout out. Well, it's only 8-4 because Providence sucks.
Well, yes, of course.
Shout out to Noah B-Nick. He may be back tonight. I don't know if he's back tonight. We'll see.
See if he gets permission from the Apes.
Yeah.
If they let him go.
If they let him broadcast or not.
I think the Monkeys have him captured still, so we'll see if he's alive tonight. So, yeah, guys, get on over there. We all come together as one on youtube.com/The College Experience. Appreciate you guys rocking with us. He's at Troy Chewning. He's at Cannabis Capper. I'm at Moneyline_Mac. We'll be back later tonight to preview the Wednesday loaded slate, or not loaded slate, but a solid slate, and recap this great night in college hoops. Pre-game show every night, 6 o'clock Eastern, same time tomorrow, knuckleheads. And we are out of here.